It's day 8, baby. We're here. We're just, oh, that's nice, the heat. Yeah, it's been raining on the way in today. Probably should have worn a coat, but I'm from Yorkshire, so didn't need it. This is the second weekend, so obviously the big events of the second weekend start. It's a bit like if you, from the UK, Brighton had the big Swiss event first weekend, the big Swiss event second weekend, and it had the knockout teams. And so American Nationals have a similar format, sort of. They have a knockout that goes throughout the week, which is the most prestigious event, and then two big-ish weekend events this time round, a 3-day, two or 3 day event to start with, so a Life Master pair, Platinum pairs, and then this weekend they often have some sort of team event. And there are two. There's the Reisinger, which is one of the 3 biggies in America. You've got the Vanderbilt, Reisinger and Spingold, and that's a BAM event, a border match, where you are effectively playing match points as a team. It's not quite as simple as that, but you can either win, lose or tie the board if your results are better or worse. And in the UK we don't have this, but in America it's very difficult. You're basically playing against people who don't drop tricks, and so and the sponsored teams have to play the whole session. So if you are a sponsor, you have to play 26 boards in a row, and then you can either set out the second session of the day or play that as well. And so it's a very difficult thing for sponsored teams to do well in, because often in the knockouts the sponsors only playing half the boards, and so it's just to get a break, just to get a rest, so they're not too tired, or playing at this level is difficult. So I've had a few of the teams that are going to say it's a very difficult event, and so some of the good teams aren't playing in that. They're going to play in the event we're playing in. We're playing in the Keohane 3-day Swiss. This is Jordan. How you doing, Jordan?
Hi, how's it going?
Yeah, Jordan's from New York, Nicky's friend. So we're doing the Keohane Swiss, which is the 3-day event. I really hope there's hand records, but I'm dreading the fact that we're going to be hand dealing boards again. And this is one of those ones where half the field qualifies and half the field qualifies. So the fact it's a 3-day Swiss event means it's going to be well attended, and all the good teams that don't want to play in the Reisinger will be playing in this as well. But the Reisinger is the more prestigious event. Matty and Dan are playing in a 1-day bracketed teams again. Matty is playing with Rahul tomorrow in a 0 to 6k pairs, and Dan's leaving tomorrow. Poor Dan. Okay. We're going to find our teammates. We're playing with a guy called Ilan Wolf, and I think it's Mike Caprera, but I'll have to just double check his name. I think it's Mike Caprera. The queue for Starbucks is too long, so no coffee for Steve today. And it looks like they've got donuts today, so I'm going to eat a donut for brain fuel, and then we're going to wander down to find... Oh, not wander down, we're on this floor today. We're going to wander to find our teammates at some point, and hopefully we'll do well today. So we just finished first round. North at both tables played 6 out of 7 boards, and at the other table our teammates didn't get to play a board. And I'm going to introduce you to our teammates now. We've got Ilan.
Hello.
And we've got Mike. So we lost the first match by 11. Just some parts got swings out really. We went one too high on one, and then just the odd overtrick here and there. So we've lost the first match, but it looks like there's going to be 8 7s today. So we'll do what we can. And it looks like there's 80 teams. I don't know how many qualify. It should probably say on the board actually, doesn't it? Yeah, so exactly half. So 40 qualify. So we're looking for about 80 VPs thereabouts. So at the moment we're under average. We're going to keep telling you what we're on each round, and when we're over average you'll see me with a smile, I think. So
Until then, no smile.
Yeah, no smiling. But we'll do our best. Yeah, it wasn't. I don't think there were many mistakes really. Just differences in contract causing different leads and different number of tricks being made. So onwards and upwards, eh? So we've just played a pretty good team, but I think we've got a decent card. You pick up Ace 10x, Ace Jack 9, Ace Jack 10 9 to 6, King to 4 void, and you're unfavourable and you're first to speak. So you open 1 heart. The next hand goes 4 clubs, your partner bids 4 spades, and the hand on your right bids 5 clubs. So what do you do? Well, you've got no room to investigate whether you've got 6 on or not. So, and you can't pass, you can't double. So your choices are realistically, without agreements, without any weird sort of like 5 diamonds is a good raise to 5 spades or something weird. Your choices are 5 spades or 6 spades, or you could bid 6 clubs as like a grand try. I'm not sure partner will have the hand for grand. What would you need? You'd need them to have the king of hearts, you need them to have some sort of solid spade holding, you need the ace of diamonds, and I think with that they might have done something more than just bid 4 spades. So I decided to eliminate 6 clubs as an option, and I have 3 first round controls. I don't think I can invite, and with 3 first round controls I just had to bid 6. I bid 6 spades, and now it's a play problem. Rotate it round. You're now in south, and you're now in Gizzy's hand, and you're playing 6 spades, and they lead the ace of clubs. Well, that makes it a bit easier for you. You now don't have to rough a club in dummy. Apologies, you don't have to rough 2 clubs in dummy. So now, what are the lines to play it? If they don't lead the ace of clubs, it's a bit tougher. You might have to try and rough 2 clubs in dummy and then play for hearts, blah, 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 blah. But once they lead the ace of clubs, you can rough it, you can draw some trumps, you can cash the king of clubs, and then you're playing for hearts to behave, or some sort of minor suit squeeze on the hand on your left, who's likely to have the majority of the red cards. So you can play a heart up and take a finesse, you might lose. You win the return, you then take a second heart finesse. If that holds, you can try and rough the hearts out, which should be fine on most distributions, but if hearts are 5-0 potentially, you might need a red suit squeeze. And the good news is they haven't attacked diamonds at any point, so you should probably make that. As it happened, King Queen tight of hearts on the side. I think it might be King Queen X of hearts. So you can't really go wrong. You can just play a heart, they insert, you win the ace, you clear them, and then you've got the King of Diamonds to get there. So that was plus 1430 and a combined 25 high slam. I think it's fairly biddable. Get good players and stuff like that, especially with the 4 club bid. It's fairly biddable then. If the hand doesn't bid 4 clubs, it becomes a bit harder, because 5 clubs effectively force me to bid 6 spades, I think, in my opinion. So maybe teammates aren't as aggressive in the auction. I don't know how many clubs they had, but that might be a swing in. And then we had another one where they doubled us in 5 hearts. Trumps are 4-0, which means I go 1 off. Trumps weren't 4-0, I've got loads of lines to make it. And they also didn't lead the ace of spades, which is their suit. If they lead the ace of spades, I also make it, even though trumps are 4-0. I just lose 2 trumps. But the ace of spades sets up my 11th trick. So that could be good, in that they can definitely make 5 spades. They might even be able to make 6 spades their way, and we're in 5 hearts doubled. But it could be bad, because if teammates double 5 hearts and lead the ace of spades, they're going to concede 850 as opposed to gaining 100. So who knows what's happening. I think we just had a solid set, a much solider set than the first set. We got more positive scores in positions where we should get positive scores. So there we go. You can see, if I just show you the room, there's exactly 80 teams and 40 qualify. So and my guess is they'll go from 80 to 40 to 20, and on 20 is the last day. That'll be a tough day. If we can make the last day with the 20 best teams, or the 20 best performing teams here, I'm looking at just some of the people. They've got like Italian nationals and David Golden team and Maggie's team and Zia. You might have heard of Zia. So hopefully we're just trying to get in position with qualifying. It'd be nice to be qualifying with a match to go, and then we can pressures off. It's winning ins in the last match can be a bit nerve wracking, but we've been there a lot, so it's not like it's unfamiliar to us. So we've lost 2 from 2, and I think we're going to lose this one. The only interesting hand I can think of is the following. You get to 3 trumps by the south end, and the bidding goes, your partner passes, their right hand opponent opens 1 spade. You have a 19 count with king 9 to 4 spades as a good spade start and a balanced hand. You're too strong to overcall the no trump, so you have to start with a double, which is bad because you don't have 4 hearts, you don't have 3 hearts. If partner leaps to the sky in hearts, you might not be able to get to 3M. The next hand, the left hand opponent bids 2 clubs, and your partner bids 2 diamonds as a passed hand. This goes past. So everyone's bid, but you've just doubled. And everyone's bid a suit, and you've got 19 high card points. Something's going on weird. So the first thing you need to consider is might you have 3N on? If the left-hand opponent's bidding 2 clubs and the right-hand opponent's opened a spade, partner is marked with very little. You might have 5 diamonds on, but you need partner to have an ace to have 5 diamonds on. Let's say partner's got 5 low diamonds or something, or 6 low diamonds. You still need partner to have an ace, otherwise they just cash 3 aces against you in 5 diamonds. And if partner's got an ace, 3N might be better. So, I don't know. I don't think you can risk not being in game when it's making, so I bid 2N, which is around effectively 19-20. You might have a good 18. And I bid 2N, showing a balanced hand. Partner raises to 3. Oh, okay. And they lead the jack of spades, and you can see the spade suit as it is. And what we're trying to do is place the cards. So, jack of spades at trick 1 looks very much like a singleton. I asked the 1 spade show 5, and he said yes. So, jack of spades looks like a singleton. And although you've got king 9 to 4, if you take the first trick, you're going to lose 4 spades as soon as you lose the lead. And you've only got... You've got the king of spades in the lead, but let's say we're not taking it. You've only got 5 diamonds and 2 hearts otherwise. So if you take the king of spades, it only gets you to 8, so you can't take it, because as soon as you lose a club, your right-hand opponent's going to cash 4 spades. Who's got the ace of clubs? Well, that's also like to be right-hand opponent. You're not missing many points. Partner puts down a 1, 2, 3... partner puts down an 8 count, and you've got 19. That's 27. So they've got 13 points between them, and one's bid 2 clubs and one's opened a spade. Who's fibbing about here? Who's more likely to be fibbing about? Well, he's led a singleton, it looks like. So it looks like the hand on your right has ace, queen, 10 to 5 spades. I don't know. So you've got to try and work out who's messing about here. I ducked trick 1, and I start cashing diamonds. And I'm playing for my right-hand opponent to have a singleton ace of clubs. I can't pick up the jack of clubs if that's with my left-hand opponent. And I played for my right-hand opponent to have a singleton ace of clubs. So I went diamond, 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 and on the last diamond, the queen of diamonds in dummy, my right-hand opponent threw the 9 of clubs or something medium like that. I'm like, something's gone wrong here. There's no way my left-hand opponent's only got jack to 5, so I think I'm going off now. And I played a club towards my hand. My right-hand opponent shows out. They didn't have the ace of clubs. My king of clubs lost to the ace. They played a second heart, so they switched to a heart at trick 2. They played a second heart. I can't now set the king of spades up in time, and I have to cash the queen of clubs to stop going 2 off. So, the guy on my right at the end of the hand saying, sorry, he thought Gizzy opened. So Gizzy had passed, and he thought Gizzy had opened, so he overcalled 1 spade. And I go off in 3N that I can easily make. I can even take trick 1, he hasn't got an entry, or I can cash 4 diamonds and lead a club towards the queen. If they let me take that, I then change tack and switch to a spade, and I'm going to make the queen of clubs and the king of spades. And if they take the club when I play it towards the queen, I'm going to make 2 club tricks. Absolutely done in like a royal fish I was. I'm going to give that problem to a few people. My guess is that most people are going to also play for a stiff ace of clubs on the right. Not good. They didn't look like psychers either. The only clue I had was at trick 1 when the jack of spades was led and I asked if he could have 5 spades. Is that the hand who'd overcalled 1 spade or opened a spade asked for a review of the bidding. That was the only clue I had, that he was the one who didn't. And I'm not sure necessarily that I should get it from that. Yeah, done in. So it feels like we've lost this match. We dropped a trick in, we doubled the part score. It went off, but we dropped a trick on the way, so we only got 200 instead of 500. So my guess is we're going to lose by about 15 again. So we can still win it, but not winning any of the first 3 is not a good start. So this is the hand we played. There's a bit of an inference you can take from this hand, and we'll talk about it. And again, against good people who know how to defend and make good leads and things like that. You are south, and east opens a heart. You bid 2 diamonds. Goes past, east bids 2 hearts. You bid 3 clubs. This goes past 3 diamonds from your partner, putting you back to diamonds. This goes past. And Wesley's a dime, Wesley's a trump. And you are in 3 diamonds, and you're just trying to make as many tricks as you can. So, the first thing we're going to do, well, Can't really ruff anything in dummy, so we're just going to draw trumps, I think. We're going to lose probably a spade, probably a heart. Hopefully no trumps. And what we're trying to do is avoid losing 3 clubs. If we can avoid losing 3 clubs, we're going to make the contract. And we're playing imps, so that's what we're trying to do. This goes small, small 10. We're going to play ace of diamonds. And everyone's so far everyone's followed the diamonds. And let's see who's got the last trump. West throws a spade, North throws a spade, and East follows with a diamond. So East retained the Jack of diamonds just to stop us getting to dummy, potentially with a 9 of diamonds. That's why the Jack of diamonds got played on the last diamond. And we're trying to hit. We're here, and we're trying to make 2 club tricks. So what's the best chance for 2 club tricks with this club suit? There's various things. You could play a club towards the 8, potentially playing West for Honour 9x or something like that. The 8 might force East's Honour, and then your Jack and 10 are equal against West's Honour. That's one possibility. The other possibility is you play one towards the Jack, playing West to have both of them, or you play Ace and another to try and play a singleton Honour. There's lots of different possibilities in the club suit. You could just play for them 3-3. You could play ace and then duck one, playing for Honour doubleton. Again, like I said, there's lots of different things here. However, we're going to think about a bit about the auction and a bit about the opening lead and about what's going on here. East has bid and raised hearts. West hasn't got many hearts, yet didn't lead one. What's that mean? The other thing you think about is West's led a trump from a doubleton. What's that mean? Why would West lead a doubleton trump here? And against good players, they have an idea of how the hand's going to play out before they see dummy. They have an idea from their holdings in the various suits and things like that. Before they even see dummy, they think, well, maybe they're going to try and rough clubs in dummy. That's why they've led a trump. They definitely have 1 or 2 hearts. I mean, East has bid and rebid hearts. They're likely to have 6. And so one of the reasons why West might have led a trump is that they've got a stack of clubs and they don't envisage getting a heart ruff. They think it's more important to stop roughing clubs in the North hand. For example, if North's minors were the other way around with 3 diamonds and 2 clubs, you might be able to stop some roughs here. So one indication that West has club length and club strength is that they've led a trump. And the other thing, just from the auction, is that East didn't protect with a double. Well, you've seen they've got 3 diamonds and they've got 6 hearts, and someone's got to have the spades because you're missing 7 spades. So it's also likely that East is shorting clubs because they didn't protect with a double. They might have done with something like 3-5, like again, I'm trying to think of the thing. You know, they've turned up with 3 diamonds. It feels like that. West might have shown spades if they could, if they had 5 or 6 of them. So East is going to have some spades. They've already got 3 diamonds. They've got 6 hearts. It's very likely that East has a singleton or doubleton club. And so that's another indication that West is likely to have club length and strength. So what's the best way to play the clubs in that case? Well, the best way to play clubs in that case is to play ace and another. And when you play ace, and I'll just show you what happened on the hand. When you play ace, the king falls. And you can just claim your 9 tricks. You then concede a club to the queen, and you might even be able to make 10, actually. I think you just claim 9. But you might be able to make 10 because you can now play the finesse of the 9 of clubs, and you might only lose 1 club trick. But if we just go back to this point here, imagine when you play ace of clubs, East plays low. And when you play a second club, if West plays low, what do you play from the North hand? So you imagine ace of clubs goes small, 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 and then you play a second club, small, and what do you play from the North hand? I think it's right in that case to play East for King X or Queen X, and what you'd have to do is duck. Effectively, you're finessing the 9 of clubs with the West, but you're ducking to hope that East's King X or Queen X hits thin air. And all of this comes from the fact that they led a trump. And they led a trump from a 2-card suit. So why are they doing that when they lead a heart? You're getting all these little inferences that you can get, that the more you play, and also when you're trusting the opposition. So they trusted us because they led diamonds, thinking they trusted the auction that my partners bid to 3 diamonds. And then the other thing you've got is you trusting them to lead a diamond when it's right to lead a diamond, when it's right to cut these clubs off. One of the things you could have done is played a club to the jack. You could play West for king and queen of clubs and played a club to the jack, and that would lose you 3 club tricks. A club to the jack then loses you the queen and the 9. I think I've got the pips wrong in the diagram. I don't think I had the 8 of clubs or something like that. That's why I wasn't able to claim 10 here. So the 8 of clubs wasn't with you. So one of these indications that think about the opening lead. Why have they led that suit? Why have they led that suit from the holding they end up having in that suit? What could their alternatives be? And see if you can work out that hand from that. So quite an easy hand as necessarily, but more just an explanation hand. So that was one of the hands today. Weren't that many interesting hands today, so I thought I'd include something like this. So bad news, one of our teammates came back late from the break. He got stuck in traffic. We got a 1 VP fine, so if we don't qualify by 1 VP, it'll be pretty devastating, more for him than anyone else, I think. So you pick up, what have you got? Oh yeah, you've got some cards. You've got 4 to the jack, 5 low, stiff, and king third, and you're first in favourable. This is under what I would want to bid for 2 hearts. Some people might open 2 hearts first in favourable, anything goes sort of thing. It's probably slightly lower than what Gizzy's going to expect, so I passed. This goes 1 diamond on my left, 4 hearts from Gizzy, 4 no trumps on my right, and 4 no trumps has alerted us. A slam try in diamonds, so like a slam invite in diamonds was what it was announced as. So if you bid 5 hearts or 6 hearts, you give them forcing pass situations. If you start psyching, well, they're good players, they were pretty good, they bid to a really good 6 diamonds later on in the set, they know what they're doing. One of these guys won the Life Master pairs. He said he wanted to be on the vlog, but then he walked away, so can't put him on the vlog, but I would have put him here. So anyway, so what are your thoughts when it goes a diamond, 4 hearts, 4N as a slam invite in diamonds? Well, I mean, they've clearly got like a 9 or 10 card diamond fit. They're clearly going to have a lot of the black suit cards. You do have the king of clubs, but how many heart tricks have you got in defence? None. Partner will have 7 hearts nearly always, and you've got one of them's going to have a stiff, one of them's going to have a void, and so if you give them a forcing pass situation, the hand with the void is going to pass, or just bid 6, or just bid 1 more. And so it felt like that if I bid any number of hearts, I would then have to bid 6 hearts over 6 diamonds. So that's fine. So if I'm going to bid 6 hearts over 6 diamonds, it's fine to bid 5 hearts there. The problem with that is I don't really have any defence against 7. If they bid to 7 diamonds, can I touch that? And well, I'm probably going to have to sacrifice in 7 hearts. So if I decide to bid hearts here, I'm going to have to kind of stick in until they let me play in hearts. If they bid 5 diamonds, I'm always going to bid 5 hearts. If they bid 6 diamonds, I'm going to bid 6 hearts. If they bid 7 diamonds, I'm going to have to bid 7 hearts. I think we have no defence. But Gizzy's bid 4 hearts favourable. He could be really bad. He could have king, queen, jack to 7 and out. And although I've got the king of clubs, they might be able to, the opening bidders on my left, they might be able to pick it up. Maybe they don't bid 7 diamonds and get away with 6 hearts. And how many is that going to go off? Well, partner's going to make probably 7 heart tricks. I might be able to ruff a diamond or 2 in hand. That gets us to 9. So 6 hearts is 3 off for 500. I don't know, maybe. I mean, I know we've got a cheap sacrifice, but I know they've got like 1370 or even 2140 or something. So I passed. I don't know if that's right. I'll show you the full hand. Oh, looking at the full hand, you might wonder why in the diagram West has a 9 count. Well, he missorted his hand. He's opened a diamond on a 9 count. His partner's made a slam invite. Gizzy's actually got an ace outside of hearts. So, and it's the ace of clubs, so we get ace clubs, king of clubs, and a club ruff if we can find it. Now, Gizzy didn't lead the ace of clubs against 5 diamonds, understandably. He thinks he's going to have a cashing heart, and then he can decide whether he wants to switch to a club or not, playing me for the king. And so he leads ace of hearts, and 5 diamonds is cold on the ace of hearts lead. He can't touch it. And at the other table, obviously, teammates don't open the hand 1 diamond, and Gizzy's hand gets to open 4 hearts to the table, and he just goes 4 hearts, pass, pass, pass. So we lose, 13 imps on the board because the guy's missorted his hand. So it's better to be lucky than good sometimes, but the opponent who missorted his hand is also pretty good as well. So if he sees the vlog, well done for beating us. You absolutely fished me out. And we lost that 20-0. We did worse than that. We lost it 21-0 because of the VP fine. So we're waiting to score up match 6. We've had a better set in match 6. There's one potential swing out, but the rest are flat or better than flat. So we're just waiting for teammates. Hopefully we've won this match and we get back closer to average. Currently we're like 12 off average, so we need a bit of a boost. So we went into the last match needing a blitz. We need 20-0, and even then it's close. Mathematically, if it's not 20-0, we've not got a shot, and even a 20-0 might not have been good enough. And so, okay, we're psyching ourselves up, and we sit down against David Golden's ear, Ben Norton and Stefano. I was like, oh, what are they doing down here? So they had a bit of a better chance than we did to get in. A 20-0 would have been probably good enough for them, but it probably wasn't enough for us. They were slightly ahead of us. And we went 3 diamonds tick, 3 diamonds tick, 3 diamonds 1 off, 1 end tick, 1 spade tick, just 2 hearts 1 off or something. And then there was a very 1 at the end where, very last hand, I had this. First in at favourable. I'm like, oh, we need 20-0. I was open 3 hearts. This went pass, pass. 3 spades. I'm like, okay, pass. And then this hand bids 3 and I'm like, oh, 3 hearts was not making. I would have gone for like 800, 1100 or something, but they haven't got slam on, so I haven't kept them out of anything. And thankfully, my partner trusted me and didn't double 3N with his several tricks that he's probably going to make. So then it's going to end up being like an imp out, because I think we were a bit favourable in the defence because my partner played me for cards and I didn't have any cards. So I think that's probably our run in the Keohane Swiss out. So I'll be back tomorrow. We're going to do something. We're going to have a feeble try to see if we can find some female partners to play in the mixed Swiss, and if not, we're going to be doing the top flight 1-day Swiss with a pair to be determined. Maybe our partners today, or maybe John and Matt if they didn't make it, or maybe someone new. We'll see. So that's the end of today. We're out of all the serious events unless we find female partners. So if you see this in the morning and you want to play and you're both women, let me know. I can't believe I'm using YouTube for female dating. I'm not really. But yeah, so we'll be back tomorrow. We've got 2 more days of Atlanta, and then we're heading back to England, back to sunny England. And yeah, I think some matches today we just kind of dribbled away over tricks and part scores. So and there were some matches we just kind of lost 15-5 just to stuff. So I'm not sure what we could have done today. There were definitely some errors, and that's the thing, you know. If we'd have played flawlessly, we'd have made it, but I don't think we necessarily had any gifts today. So it is what it is, isn't it? I will see you all tomorrow.